Alright, here's part 2. We have an Oscar heading to Kayama. Stopping at Bombo and Kayama. It's an 8-car set. H24, the front 4 cars. We'll get to the rear 4 cars soon. A lot of people getting off this time. Just gonna move up actually, so no one comes close to the video. I will continue my exploration after this. The rear 4 cars of this Oscar H13. That will terminate at Kayama for about 8 minutes and then come back to platform number 1 here at Minnamurra eventually. Okay, just waiting for these people. Okay, waited enough. Let's just get to these little things here. Again, the telephone booth, car, revving. Here's Charles Avenue, where the buses, if there are any, stop here. Here is the little info here. Pause if you want to read them all, and play if you want to continue. The station guide. Bike rack here, rack stand. People waiting for the bus here. There is a walkway over there. You'll see soon. Let's go back to the station. That was the end of my exploration videos here at Minnamurra. I think they're just tourists here, unless they actually live here, which could also be the case. And I'm back on my own, waiting for this Oscar H13. I'm not sure if they're doing an 8-car run or they're going to de-shunt, which should be the case. They should de-shunt, start de-shunting stuff. But then again, the timetable would be messed up. Oh, pardon guys. So now we're waiting for this Oscar H13 and H24 coming back from Kayama. Let's use this as an example. When does it depart Kayama? 10:55, so 10 minutes. And then another 7 for waiting for that. Okay, see you when that arrives. Take a video to go for. See the swing right. Oh, it wasn't the worst. I do worse. Okay. Alright, his next one. Hey, much better. Well, yes, the Oscar's not here yet, but I just want to look into the future. When I keep going on the south coastline, I almost said central coast, Newcastle line. When I keep going on the south coastline, it's going to be difficult for me to do the Port Kembla branch, because I've not seen many people film at Lysarts, and that is quite a weird station, because there are many theories about Lysarts being really abandoned, as well as really quiet too, because it's basically that station is for workers that work on the nearby factory, I believe that's what it's called. And yeah, I don't see many passengers going there, so I'm not sure if I can do the Port Kembla branch. I can do Port Kembla North and Cringela, no problem. Lysarts though is gonna be kind of hard. But if I can actually get to Lysarts, then there should be no problem at all. But I'm just thinking of the future, because then again, like, have you seen many people film at Lysarts? Like, yeah, seriously. I mean, Bell in the Blue Mountains line, it isn't as bad as Lysarts, because Lysarts is more abandoned. And I wanted to film Tangaras there, because Tangaras obviously are the best train known to man, and they no longer run South Coast, only up to Helensburgh, which I can definitely do, no problem. But it's gonna be really, difficult in some cases, so yeah. Alright, thinking again. Alright, so from Minnamurra, the next one will be Shell Harbour Junction, then Oak Flats, Albion Park, Dapto, Kembla Grange Racecourse, Unanderra, Coniston. Now, my instincts say do Port Kembla North, Cringela, Lysarts. Oh, should I do... No. Okay, here's the order. Shell Harbour Junction, Oak Flats, Albion Park, Dapto, Kembla Grange Racecourse, Unanderra, then I do the Port Kembla branch, Port Kembla North, Cringela, Lysarts, Coniston. Then Wollongong, North Wollongong, Fairy Meadow, Taraji, Corrimal, Bellambi, Woonona, Bulli, Thirroul, Austinmere, Coaldale, Wambara, Scarborough, Coalcliff, Stanwell Park, Odford, Helensburgh. Should I do it that way? I think that's exactly how I should do it. So, I just said this next station's in order, I'll film, so stay tuned for that. And I would have completed the South Coast line, and then the Southern Highlands, which is probably the hardest one to do. So guys, someone just walked past. Southern Highlands is going to be the hardest line I'll be doing. I also haven't even done the Hunter line. I'm probably never going to even try the Hunter line. I mean, it's possible if I can catch an XPT to Dungog and then wait for a Hunter Jinx. I mean, that'll be great. But the booking of XPTs are really low, because everyone books it 3 months prior, at minimum 3 months prior. And then if they're sick on the day, it's too late. You still have to go. It's really difficult to do the Hunter line, because you can catch an XPT to Dungog. I think it departs Hornsby. I'm thinking of Hornsby because that's the closest station I live at. So yeah, it is difficult, because I think it departs at 7 a.m. I think, and then I get to Dungog at probably 9:30 a.m. So yeah, it's difficult. But that's if I don't get a job within the lifespan, not the lifespan, that in that run. If I get a job, I mean, I can't really do any much except for filming periodically. So yeah, when I get a job, you won't be seeing much of me filming. You'll see me periodically. And I forgot it's an 8-car Oscar, so I gotta move up, because this is the last 2 cars of the Oscar. So the time is currently 10:56, so it already has left Kiama by now. Once it's 10:58, I'm pretty sure, is when it gets to Bombo. Yep, bang on. And it's almost at Bombo right now, so I'm going to start moving up and waiting for that Oscar. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure I'm not going over the line. Is this going to be a monitor or info about what's coming up? Because any of those would work, and I don't see an issue with a destination screen here. Announcement going to Sydney Terminal Central. Oak Flats, Alpine Park. It skips Kemble Grange Racecourse. Skips Ferry Meadow, Taraji, Cornwall, Bellambi, Bulli, and Winnuna. And then skips Austinmere, Coaldale, Wombara, Scarborough, Coalcliff, Stanwell Park, Otford. Like, it skips so many stations because the Port Kembla services going to Waterfall and then Port Kembla do those services to make up for those missed services. So it is kind of weird. When I get to those stations, it'll be a lot more easier for me to film at those stations because you can see trains passing and you don't have to worry about me filming short videos on a time where I'm probably never going to be here again. But you gotta enjoy what you have. I mean, not many places have cool looking trains with double deck reversible seating. That's two things Sydney does better than most of the world. But in terms of reliability and service operations, I mean, it isn't the worst, but it can be improved by a bit. I mean, by recently I mean like a couple weeks ago, we had people stealing copper wiring in our west for some reason. I don't know why they decided to take copper wiring out of all things. Anyways, yes, this Oscar is going to arrive in a few minutes, and I'll end the video there. Sorry for not getting freight in these couple of videos you've seen in the past, simply because Minnamurra already did their freight runs early or late. So yeah, I'm it's not my fault I'm not getting freight. It's just because that's just how it's timetabled, and I happen to be at the stations at the wrong time. So don't blame me for not getting freight, because that's just part of the timetable. Alright, just waiting for this Oscar now. It should be in between Minnamurra and Bombo by now. Should have H13 and H24 arriving here at Minnamurra, unless it's already forecast set, or who knows, could be something. It should be here now. It's 11:02, and that's what the schedule or the timetable says is when it departs. So I hear something, but then again, I don't hear an announcement saying it's here. There it is. See if it's running late. Yep, 2 minutes late. That's okay. I mean, the Oscars may not have the comfortable seating, but they have... I mean, I hate to say it, I mean, they're like a worse version of G-sets. I think that perfectly sums up Oscars. They're the worst version of G-sets. Anyways, H13 and H24 arriving onto the platform. See you guys at Shell Harbour Junction. Subscribe to MainlyJoe_YT. Hit the like button down below, hit the bell. Subscribe to my gaming channel, Mainly Joe Gaming, where I film all the game videos and live streams. See you next time.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.